Hello, you're back with a lonesome gamer, and we're gonna do a few more turns with Conquest of Planet Earth, the space alien game. Let's start again with the roll for the Masters of Magic ability and the action points of the yellow player. So that's 6 for the Masters of Magic ability. That will allow them to gain 1 additional alien mayonnaise token, and we have 1 at the action point roll. And that's a special rule. If you roll a 1 there, you also gain an alien mayonnaise token, and then you have to roll again. If it's again a 1, then you simply have to take that 1. But for the first time you gain another token. So he's now got 4 alien mayonnaise tokens. And he rolls again for his action points. I'm actually wondering, I could play invasion plans that will allow him to roll 2 dice and then to choose 1. Could be an idea, but no, I don't. I think I won't do this. I think the red one should do this because he needs some more space stuff, and he can buy this also for action points. So this time it's a 3. So the yellow player's got 3 action points, and then the red one. Well, it's basically the same. You also get an alien mayonnaise token, and he's got a 1 here, so he also gets 2 alien mayonnaise tokens. And well, now I think I'm gonna play the invasion plans, and I can roll 2 dice, and this time the red die is not for the alien mayonnaise tokens, it's a normal die, and that's a 6, so this is just great. So he's got 6 action points, the other one has 3, so yellow starts. And, okay. Well, there are 3 flying saucers out of the game at the moment, so he's got to bring them back into the game. And I'm actually wondering if I simply play all of them. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I simply play them all back here on the landing site. Each takes 1 action point, and that's it then for the game, for this turn. And then it's the red player, and he's got 6. What he's gonna do is he's gonna bring these 2 back in to the game. So he's got 4 action points left. Then he's gonna move here from the forest to the national monument. Remember, it was attacked by the fighter planes on the last turn, so if we don't destroy the fighter planes this turn, then this conquest marker will go away and we will lose our terror points here. And I'm just going there with 1 flying saucer, because I got a card that says we come in peace, which will allow me to win this battle automatically. So I used 2, 3, and I got 3 points left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with these 3 flying saucers here. I'm going to attack the tanks. And I'm going to draw a location card for that. And this is again grassy fields. I'm not really lucky with the locations. Okay, so we place them here. Fine. So let's do this fight first. I simply play this card here. We come in peace. Once again, as I already said, one of my favorite cards. And well, it lets me automatically win that fight. So the fighter planes are destroyed, go back into the cup, and the national monument is mine. And here I gotta fight the tanks. They have a strength of 5, while I have a strength of 3 times 2. So let's roll the dice. Oh, I forgot. I actually got one extra action point because of the robot butler. That would allow me to play this rebuild card, and that actually allows me to remove a conquest marker, or no, a demolished marker too. And here there was this atomic explosion which destroyed all my terror points, because now it's worth 0 terror points instead of 3. But with this card I simply can remove this demolished marker, and I got back my 3 terror points. Okay. And now I'm gonna roll for the fight here on the grassy fields against the tanks. The same as before, the red dice is gonna be the dice for the Earthlings. Yeah, that's bad, because this is a crushing victory. It's a 6, so I'm gonna lose 1 flying saucer, and I'm gonna roll again actually. And this time it's better, much better. They have a strength total of 6, because the tanks have a strength of 5. And I have a strength total of 8, so I destroyed the tanks. Okay. So now I'm going to refill my hand. I played 2 cards and I'll draw 2 cards. I don't think so. Well, that allowed me to cancel any event card or even a tech card of the humans under lucky circumstances. And another card is, once again, what is that thing? That gives me more alien menace tokens. Now it's the resistance phase again. First we draw an event card. And this is an unexpected chemical reaction. Okay. The human tech track immediately moves 1 step forward, and until the start of the next resistance phase, all aliens are -1 strength. Okay. So we place that here. I'm thinking about cancelling that card. -1 strength. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't like that. So I play this card here. I don't think so. and that allows me play to cancel any event card, and well, so nothing happens. Then we check for location liberation, but as we can see here, there is the fighter planes that were here are destroyed now, so the location wasn't liberated. And then we move the human tech track, it moves here, and there is another red space, so we're gonna place randomly new resistance markers on the board. The first one up here, that's an infantry marker. Roll the die, and that's a 4. So it's placed here on the grassy fields. Well, that's not too bad. And in the middle, we have, what is this? We have paratroopers, okay? They have a special ability. They're deadly, and if they roll a 5 or 6, then this is a crushing victory for them. So let's see where they are. It's 2, so they appear here, and now this unit here is pushed into the middle of the board, which is the capital city, because there is only one unit allowed out there. And the last resistance marker actually is the artillery, and that has a special ability which says barrage, and you will see that in a few moments. First, let's roll for it. It's on a 5, so it's placed here in the forest. And then we go on. It says resistance move, if any, because we destroyed the fighter planes. There is no moving resistance marker on the board now. But now we got this resistance barrage. And that means that the artillery fires on any alien at an adjacent space. So in this case here at the National Monument. And well, let's take a look. Here we have a table of resistance abilities on the back of the rulebook, and it says barrage. Okay. Roll a d6 for each alien in the same and adjacent spaces to barrage resistance counter, to the barrage. On the roll of 1 or 2, that alien is destroyed. Okay. So we roll. And, well, guess it's a 2. So the alien is destroyed. Finally, we roll for attack breakthrough. It's still the first phase, and we roll 1 die. So let's hope it's not a 6, and that's a 2, so no tech breakthrough. Next turn, the roll for the action points of yellow. Well, that's a 2, so no extra menace token, but 5 action points. Very good. And, oh, I forgot to refill my hand here. I'm gonna do this. I draw an event card. No, wait a minute. I didn't forget that. I don't think so. I played that during the resistance phase, so I don't draw this event card. And now it's the role of the red player. And this is a 2, so no extra mayonnaise token, but 4 action points. I think that's okay. So the red player starts, and what he's gonna do is well, actually he's got 5 action points because of the robot butler. I shouldn't forget him. I'm gonna play a coordinated attack. So that says until the end of the game round, your aliens in a fight, or all aliens in a cooperative play, may roll an extra fight dice and choose which to use. So that's a pretty strong card. And we're gonna place these 2 ships here on the board. So now we got 2 points remaining, and because there's the artillery here and we don't want to be shot by the artillery, I will go here, and yeah, I'm going to explore that location. So I draw a location card, and that's a small town. Okay. Yeah. So this would give us 1 point if we could conquer it, and it has one defense, 1 resistance. So let's draw the resistance card, and this is Captain Fantastic. This is bad because he is the strongest hero of them all. Well, actually, he's not a hero in the normal way. He's a unit for itself, and we gotta fight him. He's got a strength of 6. He gains +1 strength for each alien at the location. So he's got a strength of 8 actually. And then it says, when discarded, shuffle the discard pile back into the resistance pile deck. Okay. We are allowed to roll 2 dice. And yeah, well, let's try it. So he's got a 6, and that is a crushing victory. This is definitely not good enough. So again, one of my aliens is destroyed. And now I'm thinking, I could retreat to the landing site. This is the only place where I can go, because the others aren't explored yet. But then I'm again in range of the artillery, and I'm not sure if this is such a good idea. The other possibility is to fight again. I got a strength of 2. He's got a strength of 7 now, because there is 1 less alien ship now there. I also could use alien mayonnaise tokens. Why not? I'm gonna try it. I mean, who cares? Let's simply try that. At least I got 2 dice, so maybe I'm a bit lucky. And again, this guy has a 6, but I got a 6 too, so I can roll again. And this time he's got a 5 and I got a 4. Okay, so that means that he's got a strength of, well, that's 7 plus 5 is 12. And I got a 2 plus 4, well, that's a 6. I could now use some mayonnaise tokens, but to be honest, I'm not even sure if I want to do that. Well, it's just one. No, I'm not doing this. Okay, I lose the second flying saucer, and that was Red's turn. And Captain Fantastic goes back to the resistance pile and it's shuffled. Another disadvantage now that we lost that fight is there is no more discard pile here, so we can't awake any zombies at the moment. First we have to kill some soft resistance units. It's the yellow player now, and he's got 5 action points. So, I'm wondering what to do. I could actually play this card, which simply gives us 2 terror points. That is not bad. Why not? I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, it's simple. Eating kittens. So that's what we're going to do. Play this card on any player. 5 action points, but we got 2 more terror points. Okay. And we can refill our hands. Well, he can draw 2 cards, actually. So he's got the Spoils of Conquest, which would allow him to gain alien mayonnaise tokens if he wins a fight. And, well, again he's got the Spoils of Conquest, and this time he's gonna draw a space stuff card, which is good because he doesn't have that many. And the other player is also allowed to draw 2 cards because he just has 3 here, and he's got 1 more intelligence actually. So it's, well, strangely shuffled. It's again the Spoils of Conquest and another space stuff card then for him. And this time it's 1 more part of the master plan, which is a +2 and action points. Okay. And then it's the well, maybe that wasn't so clever to play this eating kitten card, because we should have tried to fight more because we had this coordinated attack, but now it's too late. But this stays in the game in case that we have to fight during the resistance phase. So now we draw an event card, and this says Uprising. And it says place 1 resistant counter in a random space on each board section. Okay, this is not too bad, I hope. So in the upper section it's an infantry again. On number 2, So this is here. And in the middle section it is also an infantry on number 6, which is here. So now this is placed here and this is pushed here into the capital city. And down here it is Rangers, and they win on ties. So we roll, and that is a 4, so they are placed here. Okay. Then we check for the location liberation, nothing happened here. We move the tech track, and that's a gray space. A resistance move doesn't happen. Resistance barrage, well, that would be the artillery, but there is no alien ship on an adjacent space, so nothing happens here. And then we roll for the tech breakthrough. This time we are here in the second phase, and now we have to roll 2 dice. And remember, if one of them is a 6, there is a tech breakthrough. And we're lucky again, no tech breakthrough for the humans. So it's the next turn. The yellow player rolls. No alien mayonnaise token, but 5 action points. That's good. It's the red player now. And that is an alien mayonnaise token, but just 2 action points. At least he's got the robot butler, which would give him 3 action points. Okay. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna land 1 flying saucer. This is his first action point. It's not so easy. And then I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna try. It's not easy to decide this. I think I'm gonna simply try here with 1 saucer to go to the town, and the third action point moves this saucer here to that location, which is a city. Okay. This is not gonna be so easy. That's a big city with 3 defense points, but it also gives us 3 terror points if we can conquer that. But this, I doubt that this will be possible with just 1 flying saucer. Anyway, let's start with a small town. We draw 1 resistance card here. And these are army scientists. Okay. Can see, well, you're kind of an alien on an operation table, and they are making strange experiments on you. Not really nice. And it's a +2. And if the village, if the small town would have been a tech location, which is not the case, it's an additional strength. So, and then we draw another card, and this is the local police. So, this resistance has a strength of 4, while I have a strength of 2. Okay, and let's roll. That's not too bad. They have a 2. And I have a 3. Problem is, it's not enough. I thought I'm thinking about playing this crushing victory. I can use my Warp Blast, 3 Alien Menace tokens, to automatically score a crushing victory in a fight. And I think this is the right time to do it. So I killed these guys, and then I can conquer this town here, this small town. And now it's the city. Wait a minute, before I do this, I can play this card, Spoils of Conquest. It says, play when your aliens win a fight to immediately draw a space stuff card. This is great. So this is a secondary brain units again, 1 intelligence. Okay. And then I'm gonna draw the resistance for the city. And this is a small town sheriff. It's him. And he adds an additional strength at any town location. This is not the case here because it's a big city, but it's still a strength of +2. And then we draw another card, and this is, okay, this is a forest ranger, another hero. And if you draw 2 heroes, then you have to draw an event card for the aliens. And that says Sabotage. No space stuff may be used until the start of the next resistance phase. Space stuff allies may not move or participate in fights. Okay. So the next card is the Mathematician. So that's another strength. It's +1. So they have actually now a strength of +4. So we draw another card, and this is Captain Fantastic again. And he's got a strength of 7, so finally we have a strength of 11 here. Well, this is pretty bad, obviously. We roll anyway, maybe we roll a 6. And we didn't. So we're killed. And because it's Captain Fantastic, we have to shuffle this deck again. And this guy is destroyed. And I'm going to refill my hand. But because there is this Sabotage card in play, I am not allowed to use my secondary brain units. So I can just draw up to 4 cards, which allows me to draw 1 card. And that says Second Wave. And well, I can place all my destroyed ships on the landing site for just 1 action point. That's not bad. Then it's the yellow player, and Let's see. Okay. He is. He's got all 4 aliens here on the landing site. So they could actually try to attack. Maybe in the next turn they could have tried to attack the capital city. It's an interesting idea. I mean, why not? But I think first I simply go with 2 here and with these 2 here, and let's draw some location cards. This is a military testing ground. Okay. So any allies that ends their turn here is destroyed on the d6 roll of 1. And it just gives you 1 terror point and is pretty hard defended. So that isn't a very good card. And right here we have another location. That's an electric power plant. Any alien that moves to this location is destroyed on the d6 roll of 1 or 2. Okay, so first we're going to roll for these aliens. And one of them is destroyed. So that goes back here. Okay. So I start here on the military testing ground. And I draw my first resistance card. And this is a mathematician, a hero with a +1. And the US Army fighters. Well, not bad. So okay. They have a 6. I roll. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Well, everybody has a 2. They have a strength of 7. Plus 2 is 9. I have a strength of 4. Plus 2 is 6. This is a heart. This is a heart unit, and I have these slavering Scythians, and they give us +3 instead if fighting a hard resistance. So I can activate them. So I also have a 9 now. And then this card here, discard at any time to immediately gain 2 alien menace tokens or to win a fight on a tie result. So I could do this. And I think I will. I discard this space stuff card here. No, I can't do it because of the sabotage. The sabotage says you're not allowed to use any space stuff cards. So this whole thing doesn't work. That's really bad. I'm simply losing one of my ships, and I have to retreat. I'm gonna do this, but I'm going here to the electric power plant. So now I gotta roll again if I survive this, going there, and that's a 2. So again I'm destroyed, because on the electric power plant on a 1 or 2 you are destroyed. Got to remember that. Okay, and then I'm gonna fight this here, and these are US Army jet fighters, strength 7 hard. This is getting really worse. So we roll. I think I have to roll a crushing victory to do this. Actually, I can do this. I can use my warp blast, but first I roll, and they have a 2. I have a 4, and this time I'm gonna spend these three mayonnaise tokens to gain a crushing victory here, and I'm gonna place a conquest marker here. That gives me 2 more terror points. Then it's the aliens' turn, the Earthlings' turn, and it's again uprising. Place 1 resistance counter in a random space on each board section. Okay. Okay, we placed the infantry here on the military testing ground. We placed the fighter planes here next to the capital city. And, well, they have the move ability. That's something to remember. And we placed tanks down here in the city. Then we check for location liberation. Well, nothing happens there. We move the human tech track, and again it's on a red space. So again we have to place some resistance counters. So that was a little worse. This time the fighter planes are here on the electric power plant, so that means we have to fight them. The tanks came into play here, and they pushed the fighter planes here to the capital city. And in the small town, actually, there is now also a unit of tanks, and we have to fight them too. So let's start here on the electric power plant. We roll 2 dice, and the planes have a strength of 6. I have a strength of 2. Yeah, and the planes made it. They killed me. So all of my sources are now out of the game. But I might play second wave in the next turn to bring them back in. I'm not sure, but that's at least an option. And then we have to fight the tanks here. A bad thing is we can't awake any zombies because these are all hard units. We can't fight with zombie jet fighters or something like that. And we still can't use any space stuff cards because of this sabotage card here. And because we're very weak, our chances are very low. But let's try it. That's a 4 for me and a 3 for the tanks. So it's a 6, but the tanks have an 8. So I am destroyed. Okay. And then we're gonna roll for, the resistance will move. So there are fighter planes here, and they move on number 2. So they move actually here, which will cause the infantry to move in here. So if we want to land here, we have to fight the infantry. But the good thing is they're no longer here on the power plant, so this is still conquered. Then we have the fighter planes here in the capital city. We will roll a 4, so that brings them here. And that's it for the movement of the resistance. Then we have the resistance barrage, but the artillery is in a forest where no alien is. And then finally we roll for the tech breakthrough. We roll with 2 dice, no 6. We're really lucky with the tech breakthrough. Because this is the end of the resistance phase, this sabotage card goes now away at last. So we can use our space stuff cards again. And I'm gonna upload this, but first a short resume here. We have 3, 5, 7, 8 terror points, but we might lose that. And there are 9, 11 here. Then there is this lovely city which would give us actually 3 more terror points. That would bring us already to 14 if we can conquer that. And we are on turn number 5. So there are still 5 turns to go. I think we're doing pretty well. Yeah. If we're lucky and there is not a big tech breakthrough for the humans, then we might really have a chance to win this game. Okay, see you.